Alright, I've got for you today my full unit of warp spiders with Exarch, painted for my Samhan Eldar army. I've had these guys for a while, but just got them painted recently. I did the standard scheme, very similar to the basic one that GW actually puts out. I kind of like the scheme that they put out, unlike some of the other models that you may have noticed that I've painted in sort of weird and interesting ways. I kind of stuck to a standard scheme with these guys, but let's zoom in and actually get a better look at some of these guys. There's the Exarch here. Those are all decals. So he's got a decal on his forehead, just like everyone here has the same decal. Those are all just like the standard transfers that come with the Eldar kit. And as well as the back, I've given them all a Samhan decal symbol there as well, just to show them off that way. Pretty basic job here. Not a ton of detailing, just kind of got the gems done, a little bit of gold here and there. I sprayed them with a matte varnish, which kind of gives them almost this sort of weird cartoony kind of look to the colors on them. Not exactly what I was envisioning when I started painting them, but I think it looks okay in the end. The weapons are painted in kind of a blue style, very similar to the vehicle weapons you've seen on some of my vehicles, like the Fire Prism and now the Night Spinner, kind of like blue light. I just kind of like that look quite a bit, and trying to keep it in the same theme as some of my other models that have a lot of blue on them. And look at the back there of the Exarch. Zoom in on some of these guys, turn them around a little bit. These are some of the older models in the Eldar line. I think they're some of the oldest, in fact. I still think they look good. I mean, the main problem with them is that they're generally all in the same pose or a very similar pose. I mean, when you start painting them, you realize they're a little bit different, but not really different enough these days. So I know people complain about these guys, all having kind of all old models in the same pose, but I think they still look pretty cool for what they are. I wouldn't mind some more dynamic new poses, though. How do you use them in the game? I've played with them a few times, even though they were unpainted. They are really good. They're a great unit. You have to make full use of their hit and run ability, because hit and run means you're going to be actually moving an insane distance. You charge in, blast something, maybe get stuck in an assault, and then on your opponent's phase, which is the right time to use hit and run usually, on your opponent's end of your opponent's assault phase, you hit and run out, and all of a sudden you're near a target that you wouldn't have been near because you can fly again 12 inches. So, use their speed, use their mobility, shoot heavy infantry, light infantry, anything you can. Now the AP on the weapons is flat; it's nothing. So you can sometimes hurt vehicles like light vehicles from the side, but don't count on it. Other than that, I hope you enjoyed this look at my warp spiders.